So the Indianapolis Colts trading for Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson has been seriously heating up. According to some sources, bring the juice, the Colts had a plane in Baltimore the other day, and it was in Baltimore a little longer than expected. So does this mean that some of the staff were talking with Lamar, the Ravens, maybe trying to get a compensation package put together? If you ask me honestly, real quick, my quick answer is if anything happens, it won't happen until draft night. And I think the chances of the Colts trading for him probably like 10 to 15%. That's higher than what I would have thought of for the past little while. But Lamar Jackson officially requesting to be traded, and the Colts have been on top of the talks for quite some time. Jackson wants a lot of guaranteed money. The Ravens are going to want a high compensation. It's going to take a lot to move Lamar Jackson from Baltimore. So if you enjoy Colts content, NFL content, make sure you like, subscribe, with the post notification bell on so you don't miss any future videos. Let's get back into the topic. So we're going to go through some of the positives and some of the negatives. So the positives. We're going to talk about the positives first. He's 26-year-old, and he's a former MVP winner. Being 26 years old, a young quarterback, phenomenal throwing ability. He's still dynamic in the run game. He's a great leader. Is he set to play for the next 10 years? With his play style and recent injuries, makes you believe otherwise. Some of the negatives. Recent injuries scare you, especially towards like the mid to end of the season. When you pay a player a ton of money, when you trade a ton of compensation for a player, you're expecting that player to at the very least be healthy. And you can't even say very least. The player has to be healthy, and they have to be playing at an extremely high level to be worth what the team will have to give up for him. It's going to be at least 2 first-round picks. If not, it's gonna you have to throw a superstar player in there. Maybe you throw Kenny Moore in there. Kenny Moore has been a guy that has been wanting to be traded, and I think Kenny Moore would be a solid fit in that Lamar Jackson offense, or in the Baltimore Ravens defense. So he's as I said before, he's gonna be very expensive. He wants a Patrick Mahomes like money, maybe a little less, and he's been aggravated that the Ravens haven't been able to grant him that. He's going to want a lot of that money guaranteed. You see that Deshaun Watson contract, entire contract guaranteed. Lamar Jackson wants something similar, or at least 3/4 of the contract guaranteed, I would assume. He's going to want long term. And this is something I hinted at earlier. Can his body hold up for the next, at least 10 years? If you're going to give up all this compensation, pay all this money, you're going to want him to stay healthy and play at a high level for at least the next, maybe 7 to 10 years. The way he plays, does take hits, although his last injury didn't really come from contact. It was really more of just, he was in the pocket and he got hurt. But, that brings another question to you is he becoming injury prone? The way he runs, is his body going to hold up much longer? We've seen what happened to Andrew Luck. We can't afford to have a superstar quarterback. We're paying him a ton of money. Not just that, but, you need to be able to rely on that guy. If he's injury prone, it's more stressful than what it's worth. It's way more stressful. You could have the fan base turn against you. Your team may fall apart. It's a lot. Injuries, a quarterback that's injury prone can cause a lot more problems than just being injured that season, than just, being injured a few games. It could leak into a full season. It could, hinting at Andrew Luck with the shoulder. Now, will Chris Ballard make sure he's protected and doesn't get hit a lot? Yes. Will Chris Ballard, will this resume make poor decisions and try to force him out there? No. The resume is a lot better from what Andrew Luck had. Unfortunately, one of the best quarterbacks to come out, kind of, but that's not the point. Especially with his play style, as I mentioned. He's not scared of hits. He won't shy away from a hit. And is his body going to be able to hold up for the next 10 years? That's a big question. So, Lamar Jackson, you look at what he may want. Forget the money. Forget the the Ravens want some kind of compensation. Lamar Jackson is, he hasn't had good weapons in Baltimore. His offensive line has been pretty solid throughout his career there, especially with Marciano there. That was a insane offensive line that year. He's had a good tight end, and I think Jelani Woods has the ability to be that tight end for Lamar Jackson. I think kind of Granson can be a solid tight end. More like Hawks, I'm not that high on. But I think Jelani Woods has a chance to be an incredible tight end given a decent quarterback. Even a horrible quarterback, he showed a lot of phenomenal flashes last year. The defense. The Colts have a pretty good defense. Cornerback's a big question right now. So if you trade all this compensation away, and if you think the Colts are just a quarterback away, you're severely mistaken. They have some good weapons. Michael Pittman Jr., Alec Pierce has showed some really nice flashes last year. You have Doolin, you have Isaiah McKenzie. You have a few guys there, but I still feel like you need a little more pizzazz. Is Pittman really a number one guy? Is Pierce really proven? Jelani Woods isn't really proven. The offensive line, really struggled last year. Right guard is a need. Center, it's interesting to talk about center right now. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered, not just the quarterback position. So if you bring Lamar in, are you going to make it more difficult to fill those needs? And you're already paying a crap ton of your salary cap to offensive linemen. You're going to be paying a whole nother fifth of your salary cap to a quarterback. That's a lot of salary cap to offensive line and quarterback. So, it's going to be hard to, not just have the money, but the resources to build around him and fill the needs that need to be filled. Now I feel like you still need someone on the edge. Samson Ebukam is a solid rotational piece. Is he a starter? I don't know. Kwity Paye, he still has something to prove in the passing in the pass rushing department, but I think he could be solid. He is the ceiling's the limit for him. The sky's the limit. I mean. Buckner on the inside, Grove on the inside. The Colts signed someone else. Taven Bryan. I think he's another good rotational piece for the inside. It's a few years ago it was just a quarterback away. Right now, I think it's a little more than a quarterback away, honestly. So, I don't know what your guys' thought on the situation. Do you think the Indianapolis Colts are actually going to go in and trade for Lamar Jackson? Do you think it's actually going to happen? You guys let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for tuning in to the JDW Sports Talk Show. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe with the post notification bell on so you do not miss any future videos. This is a place for you. You will not regret it. I promise you. JDW, we're very fan friendly. We respect all your opinions, no matter maybe some of them may be a little crazy, some of them, but sometimes that opens your minds up. So you guys don't be afraid to put your opinions in the comment section below. Even if I don't agree with it, doesn't mean it's wrong. And I'm excited. I'm excited to get into this. So. I'm excited, if Lamar Jackson, I'm kind of just excited for all the rumors, all this bonker stuff to go on. It can be a little stressful at times as well, but, that's why we're here. That's why I'm here. This kind of makes it fun. It makes it worthwhile. Makes it, bring in the news, bring it on, because we got a platform to talk about it on. We have a lot of fans, a lot of people here that will listen, so that's enough blabbering. You guys want to get out of here. I'm sure you guys, if you haven't clicked off already, appreciate if you're still here. But this is JDW Sports Talk Show, signing off.